2 on Talk Time with Inspirational Rob.
And E.
And E. Call me E, Will, Eric, whatever you want to do. You know, I got a bunch of names. But as you can see behind me, I had to just go with E because he took up all the space with Inspirational Rob. So I had to short mine as the E. But you know who he is. He was here on our first segment. My guy, Mike McDaniel, he's back for another segment. We just finished talking about the whole Will Smith gate. I guess is what we call it. The slap heard around the world.
Slapgate.
Slapgate. That's what it is. Slapgate. What's up, Mike?
Oh, man, just happy to be here, man.
Man, I'm glad you made it. He said he had to travel over 40 miles. I made it over the highways and the byways. But the Lord brought me here safely.
And God brought me through.
But he's here.
But he's here.
Listen, we talked about Will Smith. You do comedy. We're going to talk about your acting because you are a renowned actor.
Renowned.
In this region.
In this region. There we go. Regionally renowned.
But I'm sure your stuff goes nationally. We probably don't see it.
Of course.
But, you know, because I know they're national brands. But we'll talk about that, too. So if you're an aspired actor, comedian, you want to stay tuned because we're gonna tell you how to get into the business. But we talked about Will Smith. Next one is Monique. What's your thoughts?
Terrible.
Terrible. That's it.
Terrible.
That's my whole commentary. Terrible.
I'm sad for her.
Okay.
You know, I'm very sad for her. Like, she is destructive.
Self-destructive?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Is what she did comedy?
Not at all.
Okay.
She just got up there and started venting.
She get it her own way.
But it's like, but it was an unrealistic vent though. Like,
Okay.
we ain't seen you since Precious.
Okay.
DL's out here.
Yeah.
You know, everything about you has been controversial. And just you arguing with Oprah and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
She's venting.
That's it. That's all you've been doing. So now you get a shot and you use that time to tear this man up because you felt like you were supposed to be the headliner.
Mm-hmm. Talk about contractual. How does that work?
You can have a co-headliner on the show. But realistically, you might be getting headliner pay.
Let me interject that because
But she ain't the headliner.
When you read
Not
the
in my book.
I don't think so either. But when you read the comments, people were making uneducated comments contractually.
Yeah.
Having been in the business, I know how that works.
Yeah.
It's like you either co-headliner or you not the headliner.
Yeah.
And it's usually spelled out on the bill.
Yeah.
And if the promoter tells you where you are in your slot, that's where you are.
Just go take the slot.
That's where you are.
You know, take the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go and make the most of your time.
Yeah.
You get paid this probably same amount of money to do less time.
Mm-hmm.
So just go do your time and sit down.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
stop trying to.
Right.
Who you trying to prove something to?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think the ego is. You need it
That's what it's coming. Yeah.
to do this job. But
Be confident.
yeah,
but not
you
cocky.
You need that. You can't. Your ego can't cause you to tear other people up.
Right.
You've gone too far.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like even with me, like let's say you mess with somebody in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
If they not laughing with me, then I'm not doing my job. That's just me. Because I don't want you to feel smaller after paying to see me or spending time. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
We laughing together.
Right.
You know what I'm
Unless they
saying?
get heckled.
You becoming my friend. Unless
Unless they heckle.
What's
you're
that
heckling.
line?
Yeah.
Now it's on. It's on.
You know.
When you interrupting your show.
Yeah, because you disturbing them.
Good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta be
Right.
the hero. I gotta
Right.
tear you up
Right.
and make
Right.
this fun for them because
them.
they're experiencing what they didn't pay for.
Right.
They didn't come to see you, sir. They came to see me.
Right.
Okay.
You know, so it's like now I gotta make my show about you.
Right.
And so we all gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think about DL's response?
I think he remained very classy in that. But when you bring someone's child into it and you start attacking somebody's family, that's really a gloves off situation.
It is.
But DL, you know, he got to protect his money. He got to protect his family, and he got to protect his money
Well,
too.
he's got a bigger platform than her, so he got more to lose too.
Yeah, that's my point.
know,
Like, so it's like it's like Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Chris Rock,
yeah.
he handled himself very classy.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like class act.
Unbelievably.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
to see black men take things that they shouldn't have to take, and then to still handle it the way they handle it,
amazing.
you know, I applaud them.
Hats off.
I applaud
I
them.
would like to see, since you went back to the Chris Rock thing, I would like to see an Oprah have them at the table and they be able to monetize it, especially for Chris' sake.
She might.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think so? I mean, after they squashed it behind the scenes.
Yeah, but I think Will's life's not going to change until he gets rid of Jada.
Dang.
It's not, you know, like that.
You sound like you pretty sure about that.
I'm extremely
You
confident.
sound like you know about it.
I'm extremely confident in that. The world knows that.
Dang.
Yeah.
The world knows that. Like Will's he's gonna stay stuck as long as he bad marriage for life. As long as he stays in that influence in your world with all those videos showing you, telling her to stop filming you in your house.
Yeah.
Like
And her the August stuff.
yeah, like you
Nah, that wasn't cool.
Yeah, you messing around with your sons, like
I wonder.
in my house. Like
Yeah.
But
Come on,
here's
bro.
the thing about that. Now, let me be the opposite advocate on that. Is that they understand what they're doing.
Right, that's their agreement. So
Come on now. He got his too.
but I honestly don't believe that was his idea. I think he is acquiescing to her standards, and he's not setting
That's
that
not
standard.
him.
But you can't blame her for that. That's part of his choice too. I mean, as
I'm not blaming her.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Toxicity
toxicity.
in the situation.
because we overpay for peace.
yeah.
He's overpaying for peace. It's cost him hundreds of millions of dollars.
I agree, but the only thing I'm saying in her defense, and I'm not justifying, I think that's a toxic relationship as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a choice he made.
It is a choice, but why is he making that choice? How much is it costing him? If you
But he
work,
gotta make a different choice.
if you worth
No, but
if you worth $400 million,
yeah,
okay, you man up and make that choice. What does that look like for you?
he
Your wife don't make nothing
Right.
but problems. You tell me what that looks like for you.
Mike said until he gets rid of her, he's going to continue that struggle. And that's a pretty good observation. Now, it is his choice. He can stay in if he wants, but he's just saying if he wants things to change, he's going to have to get rid of that.
fellas, doesn't it sound like that they had an agreement again? It's been rumored that their marriage was open, and to a degree, they kind of
show that.
Wouldn't you agree that it sounded like the agreement was, don't just bring this in my house and don't bring it down. Don't let it come down on me. Bring me down.
Right.
That's where the offense came. I don't think he cared about the August guy because he knew.
Here's the thing. It's the lack of
Love when
accountability.
people say, here's the thing.
No, it's the lack of accountability. If you watch their meeting where just them two talking, she basically says she wasn't wrong. She said she took no accountability. She couldn't find anything wrong with what she did or why. She didn't even have to say anything until August said something. Now you got this little kid out here mentally ill because he was sick and you nursed him back to health and then he nursed you back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
He nursed you back.
whatever, but now he out here looking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you see that boy, his hair is like 4 colors and it was parted down the middle. He looked like
I have not
Samuel
seen it.
Jackson
Okay.
in that wheelchair on Unbreakable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She has
He
to take
looked crazy.
responsibility for that.
But she's not, there is no accountability for that. Like that was a poor choice. I should have never slept with my children's friend. I have other options.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
No, it's irresponsibility. It's irresponsible. That's the thing.
Because you have to have certain values.
It's irresponsible. Which says something.
But in their world,
their world. But have you read his book?
I have not.
Well, listen to the book.
Okay.
That ain't him.
Okay. That's fair.
Will Smith's book.
Oh, okay.
Will doesn't. I think his greatest regret is that his first marriage didn't work.
Okay.
I hear you.
I think that's what
I hear
hurt him the most.
I hear you.
You know, because that made sense to him. That man not trying to have no open marriage. He just had to accept that.
Okay.
You know
Those
what I'm
are
saying?
terms she drew up.
Yeah. He was like, if I'm going to make this work, because typically when you've been married once, you'll bend over backwards to not fail again.
Absolutely.
And that's how he's wired.
Okay.
Right.
I will die on a treadmill.
Okay.
Right.
That's how he applies everything to his entire life.
Right.
So I'm committed to standing on this ship until it sinks.
To the sinks.
That's how he thinks. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I think is good too is that we have a healthy discussion and have different perspectives.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we need to have more of, just display more in life, because we can have differences of opinions. But like you just enlightened me about the book, and I did hear that perspective before, but you just brought it to my remembrance, and I respect that. You read the book, and so you can speak from that from an educational perspective versus just clips, sound bites that we looking at.
Right. Yeah.
You'd be like, no, if you read his book, that ain't him.
Nah.
And that hasn't been him in life.
Yeah, like you don't get to where you get to being uncommitted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
discipline.
Yeah, it has to work in every area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm loose over here. I don't smoke crack, but I'll snort them. You can't have.
Right.
It's that I mean, when you're on their level, and I say that too, and you know that being in the industry, that being around popular and famous people,
Yeah.
man, that cross is a big cross to bear.
It really is.
The stuff coming at.
Agreed.
Okay, when I road manager with the Winans, we was a #1 gospel act. But now when Teddy Riley came to the theater, because he was in town in New York, LA,
It was different.
I knew Teddy was in town.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of what was backstage.
Right.
They wasn't there for Ronald Carver, Michael, and Peanut.
Right.
They had on black miniskirts. I was like, oh, Teddy must be coming tonight.
Teddy must be in.
And then people be like, yeah, they said they waiting on Teddy. It was a whole, I was like, this looked like Soul Train.
Teddy like, yep.
Yeah. I was like, so, I mean, just
Right.
the level of temptation, the level of access, the level of things the people giving you, yes, people.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, because they want a piece of that. They want to say that I did this with this person.
Yep.
They want everybody wants a piece of you
Yep.
for what they think you bring to the table. It's like, and especially men, like we're viewed as resources. We're not viewed as people. You know what I mean? Like this platform blows up, y'all in trouble.
I want trouble.
Yeah, but good.
Good trouble.
Good. You know
So
what
how
I
do
mean?
you keep your balance?
It's just gotta be you. Like, man, I go when I'm on the road, hey man, come hang out with us. Nah, I'm cool. I'm going to my room.
Okay.
I don't know
Set
you.
boundaries.
Yeah, you gotta like, I've been in trouble before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was ignorant of what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and then you fall prey to like, oh really? Me?
Yeah.
You stupid.
Like,
enough.
me.
I don't know how that happened. You walk into it.
That's a position of power.
Yeah.
And the opposite sex and now even the same sex, they want that power. They want to be connected to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to be aware of that. If you're not aware that you're in a powerful position, you're in trouble. You're in trouble because you're dangerous to yourself
And others.
and everybody around you. Oh, that's just such and such. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
You didn't let the serpent in.
Yeah.
Motives.
But in the road, when I travel on the road and stuff, man, it's the loneliest place, man. I hate it.
It absolutely is.
It's so lonely, man. I hate it.
Man, like being an entertainer and you're not out there for, like I did a show I never forget this name. I did a show at the Opera House I was hosting an R&B concert. Tank, Genuine, Jagged Edge, so you already know.
You
already know.
What'd you wear?
I was killing them.
What you think?
I killed them. Went out there, had my little jokes, and
Wow.
like, okay, all right, 4,500 people are doing it. All right, this is cool, And I know, and dude, I went home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was sitting in my living room with all the lights on, wearing the same suit, just looking at the TV. And I was like, I stopped and I laughed. I said, this is insane.
Right.
Because it's an extreme.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
You go from way up there to all the way down there, just like that.
Depressing,
I was like,
man.
And I was like, I can't do this. It's like, I got to find a medium.
Oh, I did.
I got to find a way to bring myself down.
Absolutely.
Because I've been doing this to myself for years now, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a very dark, lonely place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, oh man.
Pastor Mark Winans would tell us, he would say, first of all, get on the first plane going home. Mm-hmm. So you stay out of trouble. And then when you go home, be at home. Mm-hmm. Meaning when you go home, because that stage you get intoxicated to the applause of the people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you go home, go take out the garbage.
Yep.
Yeah. Get on the floor and play with your kid. Yeah. Do the dishes. Yeah. Because when you go home, you waiting for somebody to applaud. You like, hey, I'm home.
And they ain't applauding.
That's true.
That's comparable to you sitting at home.
Yeah. But I didn't have kids at the time.
Right.
But now that I have kids, like I don't want to leave them.
Right.
It's like, man, I'm looking at them.
Yeah,
like,
it's tough.
And then as soon as I come back, I can't wait to lay on the floor.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm a little bit like that. But what I knew after speaking, I would have, you get the applause and all that kind of stuff. It was high. I'd have to come down. I had to figure this out like you over time. Because I almost went into a depression immediately afterwards. Mm-hmm. So, but what I used to have to do, I wouldn't go home. It's too quiet. Yeah. Too quiet. I need to go out to the mall. I need to go somewhere.
You got to bring myself down.
Go to get something to eat.
Yeah. Yep.
Go out and be around other people and come down gradually.
Yep.
I ain't got to be around a bunch of people, but a few people and come bring down. It took me some years, Mike, to figure that out.
It's the extremes,
almost killed me too.
It will. It will. It's weird.
It's weird. It's the weirdest thing ever.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
That's like taking something that's extremely hot or extremely cold and throwing it in fire. It breaks it.
It'll break it.
Yeah. It'll break it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You can't. It just doesn't work like that. It has to transition out of that state in order to maintain its form.
Yeah.
So
I think it's too falling not into the trappings of success by Instagram, where everything you do, let me see how many likes, how many
that. And I think it's injurious to me that I don't post the stuff that I do. I think I get, but it's like I'm just showing it to y'all. Like, why do I? Yeah. Dude, I have files of commercials on my computer that I'm gonna use someday for marketing. Okay. But it's like I can't count them. Yeah. But I don't share that stuff on my Instagram. I need to create a separate page just for that because of. I'm not eager to get attention, which is ironic. My gifts make me appear extroverted, but I'm an introvert.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
And most comedians are.
Me too.
Yeah. I can see that.
So I am too. I'm definitely that way. But I was going to hit on that too. So Monique, Monique and her wild, crazy, and then Cat Williams, and you know how they had their issues. A lot of comedians, I find, are somewhat enigmatic. They're an enigma, kind of hard to figure out. They have a couple different personalities, it seems like to me. So like you said, so you're funny all your life. You were probably the class clown, or maybe you were an introvert, maybe you weren't. But at some point, you got all the attention. But there's another side of you, like you said, you're an introvert. How do you handle, because I feel like most comedians, I ain't gonna say they're the screw loose, but they're genius. They're genius. Yeah. And
they're different.
So you know what I'm trying to say. Explain that. Explain a little bit of that.
I think it's just the individual. If I had more screws loose, I would be famous right now. I think, but I work so hard to keep my screws tight. So I don't,
That's good.
I don't.
That's good. That's good.
It's not, I have a limit to how far I'll go to get your attention. Because the formula for attention is just be a buffoon.
Yeah.
That's the formula now. Because it's in your pocket, it's in your phone. Oh, look at this, and they're gonna share it.
Right.
So that's the formula for success now. So it's not, but my thing has always been, can I look at myself in the mirror?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change gears for a minute. Because y'all about to go into therapy. I'm good. All my screws is there. I'm good. So I'm just here to help them.
But you're going to get into comedy, though, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to comedy, so I might have to let loosen them a little bit, bro. Acting. You're on various commercials around here. Some of the people you've done commercials for are...
I've done a lot of major brands. 5 Hour Energy. You probably heard my voice more than you seen my face, and didn't know it was my voice though.
Probably.
Yeah. So did Life Water, Pepsi, Burger King.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
Triller Versus, if you watched any of those, the Triller stuff for the little commercials.
That's what's up.
I did all of those, like, you know.
How does one get into that?
You just
Agent.
I'm with 4 agencies, but that's not where the majority of my work come from.
But it's okay to have multiple agencies.
Absolutely, as long as it's not a market to where you can sign an exclusive contract unless you're making exclusive money.
Okay.
So it's really it's an open market as far as that goes.
Okay.
You might like one particular agency. I'm signed with them in these particular areas.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm carte blanche.
So the guy with State Farm, what's his name? The brother. State Farm. So how did that work? That contractually, that dude.
He don't have to do anything else.
I know.
Yeah.
He can make like Flo, the insurance commercial.
Jared. Jake from State Farm.
Oh, Jake from State Farm.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the Pedro Serrano, the black guy.
That's his real name?
No, that was his name on Major League when I was a kid.
Was he on State Farm?
No, is he State Farm or is he? No, he's Allstate.
Allstate
guy.
Oh, him? Oh, yeah.
Allstate.
He got his own brand.
Oh, yeah.
You have him. You have Flo for Flo probably makes about $5 million a year.
Progressive. Yeah.
For Progressive. Like I checked years ago, she was at like $3 million. So she probably makes.
Yeah, they now that's what you call niche.
Yeah, that's when you good.
Yeah.
Like from the commercial standpoint, or even the Popeye's chicken lady. The Post cereal, the black lady from Post cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get those.
But the young brother for State Farm, no, he
killing.
He killing.
Oh yeah,
he getting niche with them NBA players.
Because he took the white boy's place.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I know he mad about it.
But they'll do that though.
Yeah,
they shift stuff for markets.
Mm-hmm.
They'll turn. Like Jake's sad because he got replaced because the market is saying we need black people now.
Right. That is what the market's saying.
Yeah, so that's what we gotta meet the diversity thing, So then you look up and it's gonna be a gay black dude.
Mm-hmm. So let me touch on that for a minute. What is there still unequal pay? Are y'all still climbing up? Is it the same as it is in corporate America? Have you made strides? What do you think? Give me an assessment.
I think as far as like union opportunities, the union SAG has done a pretty good job. Like when you can get union work, but I don't live in a market to where that's the dominant amount of work. I would literally have to move.
You probably thought about relocating before you had kids, huh?
2008, I was a year into comedy and I was set to move to go, but I didn't have it. My father had a stroke, so I didn't have the help that I thought I would have, and I was like, I probably can't go.
Okay.
So just keep that money for that place. I figured out. So,
man, we coming to the close, but I gotta ask you, who are your favorite comedians and why?
My favorite comedian, I would have to start with Eddie Murphy. Was my favorite comedian at first, but actually Red Fox, because my dad had me. I would be watching Sanford and Son, like not his stand up, but comedians are people who make people laugh. Okay. So Red Fox, Sanford and Son, and the Three Stooges. So you crack up at Sanford and Son today. And the Three Stooges. Three Stooges. That was my combo.
Three Stooges that's okay.
But when you're 3 and 4 years old, and that's all you see, like that's funny to you. Like that's hilarious to a child. Somebody just slaps somebody just because. You can't. That's hilarious as a child. Violence. It's a very violent show. Very violent. Three Stooges. It was Red Fox. Yeah. You said Eddie Murphy at one time. But Eddie Murphy, like I was in when I was in the crack house, I found the tape. I found Delirious. Okay. There was a raggedy radio that was there, and it didn't have a face, so I just stuck the tape in there and pressed play. And I was cracking up the whole time. Your mama got a wooden leg with a kickstand. Now I'm 7 years old, and I walk around. That's hilarious. So that was that. But after that, Martin for sure, the host of Def Comedy Jam, that energy that he brought to the table, phenomenal. And then after that, it's Dave Chappelle. Nobody's better than that guy.
Can I ask? What happened to me? Dave Chappelle. My son loved Dave Chappelle. In early days, and I didn't get Dave Chappelle. I don't know why. Now he's like my top 2-3 comedians. Yeah. But there was a shift. I don't know what it was. I didn't get him, Is that kind of typical with sometimes?
No, I think that's understandable. Like, because the Dave Chappelle from the Chappelle Show was hilarious to me. That was fun. Mm-hmm. But stand-up Dave Chappelle, I was also a fan of his stand-up.
Okay.
Like when he did Killing Me Softly live in D.C. When he had a baby selling crack on the corner, selling weed on the corner, and he rolled the window down to talk to the baby. Like those things, like he pointed out all the Sesame Street characters and their flaws. It's like, why wouldn't I be scared of a green man in the trash can?
You just cracked Harry up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would, like, Snuffleupagus was a heroin addict.
You gotta produce on the floor, man. You gotta produce on the floor.
But he's laughing at Dave Chappelle.
Right.
This not me.
Right.
You know, so it's like all these nuance. I was like, that's hilarious. Yeah. And it's like, who thinks like that?
Yeah.
That's what makes a comedian like, man, the way he put that, that's crazy.
No, he's a genius.
He's very
genius.
Intelligent.
Oh, he's a genius.
But that's the thing, though. Like, that's what sets him apart from everybody else. Mm-hmm. He can stand flat-footed and talk for hours.
His dad was he a member of Black Panther Party or something like that? He was an activist.
Both his parents were educators.
It was. His dad went to Harvard, and they kicked him out. Then he got accepted back in because of his activism. Mm-hmm. But the dude, and Dave Chappelle has, I think, that same intellect.
And his mother's an educator, was a professor as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like, that's where he comes from. The dude's been doing stand-up since he was 14.
Wow. Yeah, he's gifted.
He's gifted. He's gifted.
Hey, last thing. Have you seen the father didn't buy all the kids to McDonald's?
Man, we're going to have to do a whole nother show.
What?
We'll say that for the next time he come back.
Listen, man. What? The entitlement. It's like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm just going to expose him. Like, how you going to expose? You exposing you.
Somebody sent me a screenshot today, and I think she does that just for the exposure. I think it's a setup. So they said a screenshot of her Instagram page, and it said baby mama drama skits. So she did that. She was a genius.
Okay, well, she did. She went viral on that one.
She went
that was
viral.
Good. My man looked like he wasn't ready though.
He
didn't know he was in the skit.
He wasn't acting right.
He wasn't in the skit. So she was like, I'm gonna get a real reaction.
See that? She sees that moment. Oh, he's good material.
No, dude was really legit. Like, how is that? Like when you do this, you mean it. When your shoulder shrug and
when you mean
and you doing this,
that ain't acting.
That's not acting. Like you could really confuse because you like.
We gotta go.
Oh man.
We gotta go.
Oh man.
Before I go, I want to do 3 rapid fire. I'm gonna give you a word. Give me your thoughts.
All right.
Comedy.
Fun. Peace. Life. That's 3 words.
You can give me 1 or 3, whatever, no matter. Love.
Sacrifice.
Wow. Okay. And then
risk.
Dreams.
Freedom.
Wow. That's good.
That's good.
I like that. Dreams, freedom. Man, we out of time. We overtime. My man, Mike McDaniels. How can they follow you?
I am McDaniel on all social platforms, my TikTok, Instagram, and even Facebook too. Follow me on there.
I am McDaniel.
Something new coming up too.
Yeah.
Some new coming.
Oh yeah, working on a new series and the Royals. It's gonna be different. I just put it.
You got a timetable?
I'm probably gonna start shooting that next week.
Okay.
Shooting that next week. Also another project in the works. Funny Man.
I'm available.
It's a sitcom.
Too,
I got you, man.
Okay.
I'll pull you in.
I'm available.
I'll pull you in.
I'm gonna loose a screw.
It's already loose. It's already loose. It's already loose.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna let that seashell shirt
Come on,
fool
man.
me.
Don't let it fool you.
I already know.
Slap on the seashore. Listen, thank y'all again. Mike McDaniels, we appreciate you.
Much
love him like
bro.
a brother
Thank you,
because
man.
he is my
Appreciate
brother.
you.
Shout out to our producer Harry out there.
Harry.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
And it's Talk Time with Inspirational Rob.
And E.
We'll see y'all next time. Stay tuned. Follow us, like, share, comment.
Subscribe.